Hey everyone, welcome back to my shop. As you can see here, I have upgraded my bandsaw. My old Grizzly here, which was very good, 2 horsepower, had a 10-inch resaw capability. Worked very good for years and years, but I sometimes ran into an issue of just not enough clearance. And I've kept my eyes open on Facebook Marketplace for an upgrade. And this one popped up. And it's 18-inch with a 12-inch resaw capability. So I went and had a look at it. Unfortunately, I couldn't use it because the rubber wheels had deteriorated. So I could start it, but that's about it. But I did go ahead and buy it, and I brought it home. I took the blade out, I cleaned up the wheel with a Scotch-Brite pad, and then I tried to fit on the new rubber wheel with some clamps, following the directions, and it just wasn't going very well. The directions say to soak it in hot water, which I did, and I had soapy water in the spray bottle, but yeah, it's very difficult. And it says it takes 2 people, but I don't want to use 2 people. So I'm going to spare no expense or effort to do it by myself. So I made a wheel that was 1/8 of an inch larger than the wheel on the bandsaw, and because it was on a horizontal surface, it was easier to get the rubber wheel on. It's not rubber, it's polyurethane or whatever. And I was able to get it on and then just shimmy it over onto the bandsaw. Cast iron wheel, much easier. That was easy. No, it wasn't. So my old machine here was a 2 horsepower, 10 amp machine, so I had to run it on a 20 amp circuit, where the new one here is a 19 amp, but because of the inrush and you're supposed to size it for 125%, I had to put in a 30 amp circuit. Whenever I'm in my breaker panel, which seems to be about every 6 or 8 months, I put a screwdriver on all the connections and make sure everything is tight, and if it's dirty, I'll blow it out or clean it out. And of course, there was no power going to the electrical breaker box at this time. So Eddie came over and helped me put it on the rolling base that I reused from the old one. So now I need to roll it back to its position in my shop and get a blade on it and get it tuned up. Oh, the disappointment. I was trying to put the blade onto the bottom wheel. I opened the door. You are going to have to lift here, and I'm going to have to pull it back. And then you have to lift. Yay! Thank you. Up top. The bandsaw came with 3 blades, 2 which I would use. The other one's like really narrow for doing scroll type work, and I really don't do that type of stuff. Not yet. And the 2 blades that I would use seem to be wandering really badly and burning their way through the wood more than cutting. So I went and picked up a new blade today. So I'm going to fit that and get it all adjusted. I'm going to use the Alex Snodgrass method, and if you're not familiar with him, look up the Wood Whisperer, and he did a session with Alex Snodgrass about setting up a bandsaw. And he's the king of the bandsaw. So don't listen to me, listen to him. So I'm going to get this set up, and hopefully it'll cut well, and that'll be this project done. The new blade is much better than the blades that came with it. Still takes a little bit of a dive when it first goes into the material to the right and then straightens up, and it's nice and consistent for the rest of the cut. So that was easy. It was just tracking on the wheel. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone.